Four celebrity authors lent their support to this year's Kidney and Urology Foundation Hatton Author Luncheon held at the Woodlands Mansion in Woodbury.
We had four terrific people, four authors who have written about really very vastly different areas. And that's something we try and do because we have an audience who appreciates that. We had Karen Gravano, star of the hit TV show, who spoke about her life and her book. That was really very interesting to see. She's a very genuine person, and you get an idea of who she really is off the camera when you have the opportunity to see her at an event like this. Carrie Ann Flanagan-Broski is a local author. She's written extensively on the history of Huntington, and now she's written a couple of books on the ghosts of Long Island, and it was a lot of fun to hear her speak as well. It kind of gave us a lot of local flavor. Mike Shalin, he's a local fellow, moved up to Boston, very big in the sports world. He's a columnist, he's a scorekeeper in Major League Baseball. He's on the Hall of Fame as a voter, and he's written a couple of books. So it gave the gentlemen and the other sports fans in the audience somebody to listen to on an area that they would be interested in. And of course, Cousin Brucey. I mean, the man's a living legend, and what a pleasure it was to have him come down here. I don't think there was a person in the room that doesn't know who Cousin Brucey is, and I think everyone was just thrilled to hear him and get the opportunity to speak to him and have him sign a book for them.
I'm excited to talk to everyone. I'm really glad of the response. Like, people watch me on Mob Wives and they think I'm a certain way, but now they see me in person and they realize that I'm not so gangster in person. I'm a lot funner, but yeah, it's fun and interesting, and I'm really glad to be here. It's really cool to network with the other authors because I'm a first-time author. So this is something that's really exciting to me. I definitely love the whole process of being an author and writing a book and just talking to other people, because now that I understand the process, you know, you don't think that it's as hard as it is to write a book, because you really have to go and dig down deep into yourself and pull a story out. And just seeing other people that had that same experience and, you know, write books, it's kind of cool to meet people and just talk. Listen, I'm a people's person, so anyone that has a story, that wrote a book, or, you know, has a situation that they've been through, I love to hear their story.
Anything I can do to help people. We're in a situation today in this world of ours that on this planet, if we don't help each other, nobody's out there to help us. So obviously, if somebody says, hey, we need some help, and I have the time, and I want to help. So here I am, and I'm going to talk about my book and talk about growing up in the 60s and watch the other authors and watch all the beautiful ladies in their hats.
It's a great honor for me today to be here for the Kidney and Urology Foundation of America's benefit, and it's just exciting to be with other authors, and I've been chatting with them already, and it's fun for me to talk about Long Island and specifically the ghosts of Long Island. What I love about being an author is that you can get out into the community and, you know, help out organizations like this and, you know, spread the word on what they're trying to do and help to raise money. And it's really nice because writing could be very reclusive, as you know, and you're stuck in the house or in the office writing for a long period of time. So something like this not only gets me out into the world, but if I could help others and, you know, raise money, it's even better.
A very close friend of mine, Sheila Kastner, she's getting honored today. And I met Sheila when she was like 14, 15 years old, and she's always helped people. To find out that she's getting honored wasn't a great surprise to me. And you know, I know she's involved in several different foundations and causes now, and I can't think of, you know, if I didn't have a book, I'd still be here today.
It was such a privilege to be amongst the authors and the writers of such incredible stories. It just feels terrific. My children said that they're proud of me. I got to see friends, I got to see family, and I got to raise money. Life doesn't get better than that.
This is the 5th annual Hatton Author Luncheon, and organizers say it's become an important fundraiser for the Kidney and Urology Foundation.
The Kidney and Urology Foundation of America is a very important organization. It helps a lot of people with a varied number of problems. It offers support and information, and it's funded basically by these types of events, fundraising events that are held in New York City, out here on Long Island, out in New Jersey, up in upstate New York. This is the 5th annual Long Island Luncheon. It's a very important luncheon. It's one of the bigger events that we have here on Long Island. Every year it seems to be getting better and better. We have a regular cadre of people who attend from Long Island, and they came this year, and they came out in strength and in numbers. It was great to have them.
There's only one urgent message, and it's the word urgency with a capital U and an underlined and bold. We must help each other. The governments are not there, our local governments, the regional governments, God knows the federal governments are there. They're doing their own thing right now, and they're surviving. And right now, I think individual people are more important than all the governments combined. So if we have an opportunity to come out here and help each other, this is how it has to be. We must help each other. And I ask everybody that's watching this video that they have to pitch in, get in there and say, hey, I'm here. I'm going to help. We cannot go to bed each night and every night with our kids saying that we haven't done anything. It's time to act and react.
It's very important to support because there's so many people affected by kidney disease. And, you know, a lot of people go so long without even knowing that they have it. So it is a big, huge problem. And I think, you know, the foundation focuses on prevention and, you know, teaching people and also helping people find donors. So it's just, I have someone that I know that's affected by kidney disease and they're on dialysis, and it's just, once you get to that point, I see, you know, how their lives have changed. So definitely supporting the cause is something that's, you know, really touches home with me.
And of course, this being a hat and author luncheon, you know, everyone had to wear a hat. In fact, everyone we spoke with says this was a great, fun way to raise money for a good cause.
I'm just excited to be here. Everyone's wearing their hats except me. I forgot mine at home, so I'm going to have to get one at the table. But it's a real friendly atmosphere.
I am a hat person. I don't get a chance to wear them very often, so I was glad to be able to dig this one out for the springtime. But it's really nice to see people walking around wearing these beautiful hats.
I work for a company called Legendary Events, and if I don't mind tooting my own horn, we are really the premier event planning company on Long Island and probably in the tri-state area. We always strive to make our events interesting, unusual, exciting, and fun, and I think this event was no exception to the rule. I think everybody had a terrific time. We had vendors selling all sorts of things. Obviously, we had the authors sitting around and people able to chat with them in an informal sort of way. That was very nice. We had silent auction items that really ran the gamut from one end of the spectrum to the other. And of course we had vendors selling all kinds of things that I think that both the men and the women found very interesting. So, you know, look, it was a three-ring circus. There were things going on in every corner of the room. I don't think anyone was bored. I didn't see any yawning during the entire time, and that's always a good thing.
It was a great day. I mean, here we are on this gorgeous day on a golf course at the Woodlands. Everybody was dressed up in hats and dresses, and even the men, I made the men wear ladies' hats, so that was a coup for me. They'll never forgive me. It was a glorious day. Lots of money was raised, and we just had a blast.
In Woodbury, Collora reporting.